Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Kelvin here. Webull has just launched in Singapore. Yep, it's again another animal. Previously, there was a cow, a tiger, a dolphin, and this time is a bull. Anyway, in this video, I'll be reviewing Webull. Stuff like what is fees, features, whether it's easy to use or not, and so on. Also, just in case you're wondering, no, this video is not sponsored. So you can be rest assured that all these are my honest opinions. I do get paid a bit of affiliate money when you sign up using my link, but I don't really care about those stuff. Okay, before I start, I would greatly appreciate it if you can help to tap the like button. In return, I will show you a baby goat. Alright, let's start right now. Okay, a quick intro about Webull. Webull was first established in 2017, then launched in US in 2018. Later on, in 2020, they launched their services in Hong Kong. Finally, in May 2022, they came to Singapore under Webull Securities Singapore Private Limited. Webull is owned by Fumi Technology, a Chinese holding company which have received fundings from different investors, including Xiaomi. According to Statista, as of July 2021, Webull was the second most popular trading app, right behind Robinhood, having 2.7 million daily active users. Okay, enough of all the introduction. Let's talk about the most important part, fees. I'll be comparing Webull to IBKR, Moomoo, Tiger Brokers, and Usmart because all of them have US and Hong Kong markets, US options, and allows margin trading. Okay, one look and you will know that Webull is the cheapest broker in every category because of their $0 trading fee. I will explain why in a minute, but let's also take a look at their currency exchange. Webull don't charge any currency exchange fees, but that's not the most important part. So I'll be comparing the exchange rate to other brokers. Here, I'm converting 1000 HUD to USD to compare the exchange rates. And I found that Usmart's rate is the best. IBKR, Moomoo, and Tiger Brokers have similar rates, while Webull rates were the lowest. What this means is that if you are exchanging a small amount, like $100 or $1000, you won't lose out too much on the exchange rate. But if you are exchanging a large amount, like $10,000 or more, then you will lose out around 20 USD when compared to other brokers. Okay, here's the big question. How can Webull offer $0 commission free trading? Is it because they pay the employees with exposure? No, of course not. If you go to Webull Best Execution Policy, they have something called Payment for Order Flow. Now, if you blur and don't understand what's that, let me try to explain. Normally, when you buy and sell stocks, you buy and sell directly with another trader. Take for example, this is the order book for Tesla. Right now, there are people who are selling 85 Tesla stocks at $657.30. If you want to buy the stock at this price, you will buy directly from them. But for payment for order flow, instead of buying and selling directly with another person, the broker will route your order to a middle person called market makers. And by doing so, the market maker will pay the broker some money. That's how brokers like Webull and Robinhood are able to offer $0 commission free trading because they earn through payment for order flows. However, here's a problem. Because market makers receive buy and sell orders from everyone, they can use it to profit. So let's say I want to buy the stock at $99.50. What the market maker can do is buy the stock elsewhere at $99.40, then sell to me at $99.50 and profit 10 cents from it. All is good, right? Because I want to buy the stock at $99.50 and I got the stock at $99.50. However, it's quite controversial. Why? Because the reality is it was possible for me to buy the stock at $99.40, but I ended up paying extra. SEC found that because of payment for order flow, Robinhood customers got inferior prices that caused them to miss out on $34.1 million, even after taking into account the savings from not paying a commission. So that's payment for order flow. The question is, since Webull has it, should you still use them? I would say it depends. If you prefer to buy stocks at the best possible price and is totally okay with paying some trading fees, then Webull is not that suitable for you. But if you want $0 commission free trading and don't mind not getting the best possible price, then you can consider Webull. So it depends on your preference. Next, let's talk about the platform. Currently, Webull Singapore is only available on iOS and Android. Okay, let's go through the app. On the first tab, you have the watch list. If you are a chart person, you will find some useful tools to plan your trades. Then there's order books and some information of how the stock was traded in the past few days. In the options tab, you can see some of the usual stuff like implied volatility, open interest, and the Greeks. But take note that there's a 15 minutes delay for option prices. You will have to pay extra if you want real-time quotes. On the news tab, you will see some stock news. One thing that I find interesting is that they were able to analyze the news to see how bullish or bearish the public is right now. Feeds tab lets you discuss stocks with one another. Here, you can also see some stock sentiments, including historical sentiments. Finally, there's some company info like earnings date, earnings per share, key indicators, and some other financial data. For trading, they support 4 order types: limit, market, stop, and stop limit, which I believe is more than enough for most people. Okay, so that was stocks. The next tab is feeds. It's a bit like Twitter, where you can post your thoughts and follow people to see what they are saying. Then in the learning tab, you can learn about the basics of investing, like US market, Hong Kong market, and macroeconomics. Pretty useful stuff for new investors. They also have something called Wefolio, where you can check out other people's simulated portfolio to see what's their investment strategy like. Personally, I find this to be not that useful, because while they show you the best performing portfolio, all these are just past data, so you can't really use this information. For Webull tab, you can see your assets and portfolio, and in markets, you will get a big picture of how the markets are doing. So that was a quick overview of Webull's app. Overall, I feel that the UI is really good. App is quite smooth, though some pages take a little bit more time to load. It's quite beginner friendly, and most investors will find it quite easy to use. Next, funding and withdrawal. There are 3 ways to fund the account: electronic direct debit authorization, where you can immediately top up money into Webull. Then they have the usual fast transfer and telegraphic transfer, where it might take a little bit more time for the money to arrive. As for withdrawals, there are no fees if you withdraw in SGD, but for USD and Hong Kong dollars, there will be a $20 handling fee. Okay, you might be wondering, is Webull safe to use? How do I know that they won't rug pull me, take my money and run away into the sunset? For this, you don't have to worry too much, because Webull is regulated by MAS. This means that 1. Webull have to follow strict regulations, and 2. Our assets are kept separated from Webull assets. So even if something happens to Webull, our assets are still safe. Okay, here are my overall thoughts. Webull is very beginner friendly. Their main selling point is of course $0 commission free trading. Their UI is quite easy to pick up and use. They offer fractional trading, which is good if you have limited amount of money to buy stocks. Like many other trading apps, Webull lets you chat with other users, so you can learn from one another. But as mentioned earlier, the biggest issue with them is payment for order flows, where orders are routed to market makers. Some users are totally fine with it because they can save on trading fees. But if you want to always buy and sell at the best possible price, then Webull may not be suitable for you. Second issue, their exchange rates are not the best, so I will end up with slightly lesser USD compared to other brokers. Third, currently they only offer US and Hong Kong markets. They'd be like, no, we don't do Singapore market here. But this is just a small issue because I believe that they will add Singapore market in the future. So that was my review for Webull. As usual, if you want to sign up, you can sign up using my link down below. Deposit at least 2,000 SGD and execute one buy order within 30 days to receive $60 worth of Apple fractional shares. And if you execute 5 more buys, you will receive another $40 worth of Apple fractional shares. Anyway, that's all for today. Do let me know down below. Will you be using Webull? Like, share and subscribe as I'll be posting new videos every Monday, Wednesday and Friday.